And as you can see, my title tonight, uh, you can start living peacefully again. Because at one point, you were peaceful. Something happened there, trauma, somebody, you know, eh, you let some people into your life and they just make a mess for you and, the people who came after. Okay? Trauma and all of that good stuff, resentment, bitterness, all that you develop festered over a long period of time. So you can become peaceful again. But hold up, don't forget, folks, while you are here, like and subscribe and comment down below. It really helps the video to get out into the YouTube universe so more people can enjoy this content. Okay, start living peaceful again. My journey of um, creating peace in my life, bring peace back to my life, started out, I think back in 2018. But before that, um, I was just working little jobs here and there, and I enjoy working and paying my bills, but I knew there was more to life than what I was experiencing at the time. So here I am, in my 30s, trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. Okay. So I decided to, get on a journey to figure out what's going on with me, why my life is the way how it is. Christy, hey, happy New Year's. Thank you. So I trying to figure out why my life was the way how it was. I'm trying to figure out why can't I be peaceful? It's like I change jobs, same thing. Like everywhere I go, pretty much the that feeling wouldn't left me at all. And I think the feeling was like you need to do more with your life. You can do better. I think that was a voice was going on in my head at the time, but I didn't understand it. Yeah, it was speaking in its own way that I couldn't understand. So back, you know, in 2018, by some luck, some chance, some accident, I stumbled upon something called personal development. And that has changed my life rapidly, drastically. I start to look at life differently. These people were talking about things that I kind of knew already, but for the first time, they have put it into context, into words that I can actually resonate with. So here I am, in my 30s, trying to figure this thing out. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? You want to tell me that I could have been better all these years? Really? But nobody showed up to really guide me. They were on guidance, no proper guidance, no coaches, no mentors, all these stuff, no gurus. I discovered those gurus later on down the road. So, 2018, discovered personal development. It was by accident, by the way. I was online searching for a second job because I wanted to earn more money at the time. And it makes sense. And when I discovered the personal development, I started to look in, look within myself, look around me, looked at the people who was around. Something inside of me changed during that time. I said, I do not want to be around these people. It's like, I know it's sad to think that way, but be honest, when you start changing, you're going to realize that the people around you, they just not going to stay. Most of them won't come with you. I'm on this journey here for a long time, and majority of it is by myself. The fitness that I have, been working on, especially the past year, going approaching a year and 6 months now since I've been intensely working on the fitness. There's not a whole lot of people who come out to join me. They're just not. So in the beginning, when I started out, nobody joins me. Now on the journey, still, I only like one person who I see I can hang with for just one out of all the people I know. Incredibly, you know, incredible. So that's the only person who hangs with me. This guy is a beast. He knows what to do, and he's just grinding every day like I am. So when I show up out there on the pavement to put in the work, to do the running, he's like one of the few people. And when I check the Strava, I realize that he's out there grinding too. But when on this journey here, folks, it's gonna be one of the loneliest time in your life when you just started out. I remember when I just started out on this journey here, and I like, my God, it was yesterday. I have a whole bunch of friends. Right now, all my friends gone overnight. I cut everybody out because I realized that where I need to go, these people are not gonna come with me. And it was that feeling like I'm gonna have to be at this for a long time by myself until I achieve the success, you know, success. Because it is different for everybody. All right. So, thank you very much, artist. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for that kind. Happy New Year's to you in 2026. Yeah. So I decided to start a new chapter in my life. And I didn't take working out seriously. I didn't take fitness seriously. No, I go to the gym and then I quit. I didn't go back. But after I got on this journey here, and I hear these gurus when they're talking, and they talk a lot about fitness and staying in shape. That was a big one on their list. So over years of getting on and getting off, and I said no. I am going to be consistent as I possibly can on my fitness journey. Today is day 505 days and 5 days since I am on my fitness journey. All right. Hybrid fitness, by the way, running and working out. Okay. So you do the push-ups, the pull-ups, lifting weights, all that good stuff. Let's go. Okay. Fitness is without fitness, I do not know what the hell I would do with my life. I can't go without it. Running has become my therapy, my therapist. The feeling I got after I finished running is a different kind of feeling. Like today, when I knock out that 5 mile run today, it feels so good. It feels so right. You know, Ricardo, thank you very much. Happy New Year's to you as well. Appreciate you. So, after years of practicing um, consistency, practicing, to be committed to something, practicing discipline over a long period of time, finally, I got it down. That is my strength. That is my superpower. I get up, I go out there, and I do it. So over the years, I mean, for you, when like if you, it's gonna be easier for you guys now, I think, because there are so many stuff online now. You can just easily type in whatever you want to learn and learn them. You just have to spend the time, sit down with whatever you want to learn and learn it. Some of you guys are maybe builders. That's not gonna be too hard for you guys at all. Just look, so many other people leave the blueprint out there. One of the things that fascinates me in the early years, when they were talking about reprogramming, reprogramming your subconscious mind. I don't even know what a subconscious mind was, But these guys, they were saying all these things, and so I was fascinated. I was interested in all of this, and they said your subconscious mind will change through repetition. So subconscious mind is um, it's like a record machine. It records everything that happens around you. Okay, so when you were a child from age 1 to 7, you didn't have to. They didn't have to. Hey, Christy. So they didn't have to tell you or grab you by the hand and teach you something from age 1 to 7. Really, sure. In some instances, like playing the piano, like your finger must touch this key. Sure, but you downloaded that information so fast. One of the reasons for that is consciousness was not developed yet. So it was just your subconscious mind, and everything just right into it. So you can see this. Let's say your parents, both mom and dad, goes to college, university. It's a good chance that you too will become a college grad and a university graduate. Good chance. Because that program was downloaded in you, instilled in you. Right? Let's say your family were successful and they have quite a bit of money and wealth and so forth. You don't have to learn how to create wealth, really. They that information was passed down to you without you even know it. It's there. And if you just look around hard enough, you can see it comes right back to you. Right? One of the cases I saw was this girl in Hawaii. Her name is Kimmy Werner, and her dad used to take her to the ocean, and they would, uh, he would go dive and use his spear fishing gun to spear fish and bring him back up. Years later, that program re-emerged, resurfaced, and she just followed it, and she become a great spearfisher woman up there in Hawaii. Her case, right? Yes, she has to learn some techniques later on and so forth, but that program was installed in her, and it was there all these years. All she needs to do was to activate it, and then took her to where she is today in life. Took her all over the world. She's living, enjoying a great life right now because of that program that was instilled in her. One of the program that was instilled in me was I was going to travel. That was a program that was instilled in me. And I remember even when I was back home as a kid, I didn't sit still. I used to go back and forth for like I was all over the place for a long time. I lived my entire life like that. And even when I moved to the States here, I lived my life like that for a little while until I got um, stopped and slowed down on what I did, and that hurts me a lot. because I was going against that program that was downloaded in me. Okay? Maybe there were some bad programs that downloaded in you. You're gonna have to change those programs. They're just not good for you. Gambling is something that I don't do because that program was downloaded in me. My mom doesn't gamble, and she was against gambling. So I grew up not being a gambler. I don't like gambling because she downloaded that program in me to not gamble. Okay? I wish she would have downloaded the program in me to become wealthy. That would be something else. But here I am today. I'm changing those programs. The program that was, one of the program that was downloaded in me was poverty program. We didn't have this, we didn't have that, all of that stuff. We didn't have. It's like that was a talk around the house. You know, Keenan, what's up, man? You know, that was a talk around the house. Ruthless Road, appreciate you, girl. How are you doing? Happy New Year's. Appreciate you. Good to see you stop by. Always a pleasure. Yeah. So that was the program was in my house. We didn't have this, we didn't have that. I didn't understand that at all. So that was a program that was downloaded. I carried that around with me for a long time. And that was one of the reasons why I suffered so much. Okay? But here I am today after, many, many years. Now I'm working on rewriting those programs to make sure that I have a beautiful program, one that suits me, one that I can, enjoy and share life with other people as well. But there are also some negative programs downloaded in me as well. It was an unhappy feeling, one of misery, one of anger, one of bitterness, one of hatred. Thanks, Christy. Appreciate it. Hey, Ruth. Appreciate you, girl. Yeah. So the program that was downloaded, one of them was one of unhappiness. Thank I I wasn't peaceful for a long time. And then I realized that this is not how I want to live. So I went out on the journey to create peace in my life. I'm trying to figure that out. Not that I know what I was doing. It was years later when I look back, and when I look at myself now, when I look back and I see the things that I've done over the years, brought me peace. You know, my affirmations back in the days was still is peace, love, happiness, harmony, joy, fun, and laughter. That's the life that I want to live. I repeat those things so many times over and over the years. And finally, as I would say, especially the last year and a half, that has been working for me wonderfully, beautifully. This is the most happiest I have ever been in my entire life. This thing works. Rewriting your programs, changing your programs, upgrading your programs. You might be running on the iPhone 1 still. Yeah, you need to upgrade to the iPhone 14, iPhone 16. But you gotta upgrade. Yeah. So, how do you upgrade the programs? This is not particularly easy, especially in the beginning. It's going to be very difficult. You are just starting out, and there's a lot of boulders in your way. All right. So there are a lot of boulders in your way. You're gonna have to climb over those boulders. I don't really have those boulders in my way anymore. I have more like gravels. So I grab my broom, out of here. Okay. But for you who just started out, It's so much stuff going on up here in your mind. You are thinking, your freaking thoughts are running like 1,000 miles an hour. It's just rapid what's going on up here. It's just, and that needs to calm down, cools down, where you can relax and enjoy life in a peaceful way, in a calm way, in a relaxed way, in a quiet way, because that is how we're supposed to go through life. We're not supposed to go through life in misery. So some things that helps me earlier on, like I said, the traveling was in my genes, in my program long time ago. So once I saw that, grab my stuff, head to a new city. That worked for a little while, but I was homeless, so I was sleeping in my car. But I need to do that, in order for me to get from where I was to where I need to go. I need to bridge the gap. So I decided to start a business. I didn't have the money, so I stayed in my car, saved the money up, start a business. But after I start a business and I finish, I complete everything, I realized that I didn't like that business so much. I don't know, something about it. And I have this friend, and he was like, I hate that, what you were doing. I don't know. And he was right. He was like, no. Then later on, I got into the life insurance business. That helped me to a degree. It opens up my eyes, and that's where I develop the skills that I need to use to get me through life. That's where I develop discipline, consistency, commitment, discipline, consistency. That's where I develop those skills in that business, because I realized I needed those skills at the time to get me to where I need to go to. And when I left that business, I left with that, with the experience that I never want to start another business again. Well, at least not somebody else's business, but any business I'm gonna start, it's gonna have to be one that I love. It's gonna be one that I build. Terrifier, what's up with you, bro? Happy New Year's to you, man. So I said I will never get into another business ever again because of the experience that I have with a business. But that business has taught me some things, and it has helped me to get to where I get to. That's how I ended up here in this state that I'm in right now, in this town I'm in, this city I'm in. That's how I ended up here, because of that business. It has created all of this for me. So no knocking that business at all. It helped me to get to where I need to get to, and that was perfectly fine. But after years of listening to other people, following other people, I said, it is time for me to follow myself. Listen to that voice inside of me, that voice inside my head. I'm going to follow it, and I'm going to do what it tells me to do. And that's how I have been living. And guess what? It's the most peaceful I have ever been. Oh, did you make any money from off of the voices that was talking to you in your head? No. But it's still, I'm at peace. Like one time I traveled down to, in Colorado. I make some travel down here in Colorado. There was somebody from Grant Cardone sales company called me and said, um, what are you doing? And I said, yeah, just traveling. And he was like, did you make any money off of that? Something about that rubs me the wrong way. What do you mean if I make any money off of it? So I realized that these people, sometimes they are just, you know, I don't think they are bad people. It's a sales technique, and I get it. But we can't just use money. We can't just try to make money all the time. We're gonna have to try to learn how to become peaceful, become calm, become relaxed, become quiet, become loving, become kind, become caring, become compassionate. We're gonna have to learn how to do these things. I don't have to worry about money all the time. Do I want money? You bet I do. But I just, you know, I'm not sitting down worrying about money. But that's one of the fastest way for you to become poor is to worry about money. The money will come. All right. Once you figure out how to exchange, how to create a product or a service and exchange those for money. Once you figure that out, then you are good. I don't believe most of us will ever create a product, but I think majority of us can create or provide a service or provide some form of entertainment. That's why YouTube is so big. So many people out there are, you know, providing some form of entertainment on YouTube, right? So over a long period of time, I learned how to not worry so much about money. I don't need to be in a scarcity mindset, right? So remove the scarcity and just focus on creating more joy and more happiness in your life. The right opportunity will come. It will show up, and when it does, you will see it, and then you will jump on it and maximize it and take it to the whatever level you want to take to. I think I was more interested in my purpose on this planet. What should I be doing with my life? I think that was the thing I was interested in. And now I kind of see what I wanted to do now with my life now because of the past, especially the past year and a half when I really started to, you know, dial up, my personal growth, my personal development. And, I begin to push my feet a little harder down on the gas pedal, so to speak. So, what do I want to do? What do I want to do with my life now? Yeah, there are some things I still want. I'm still trying to learn some things, right? Like I'm still trying to make sure I get my memory. I want to get my memory really good because we have an untrained memory. So I'm trying to build my memory up so I can memorize things, lots of things. Okay, so that's something I'm still working on. But right now, what I'm seeing in my head, I want to travel, I want to run, and I want to teach people how to stay in shape and how to be peaceful. That's the purpose, that's the mission, that's the purpose. But there are two things jumps out at me that I think that I'll enjoy. Maybe three, but two things I really enjoy. I enjoy the love for learning, knowledge, and I enjoy fitness, staying in shape. These are two things that I feel like I have the passion for. Yeah. So if you are looking, if you are looking for your purpose or your passion, look at those things that you love to do. I did not know that I love fitness. So over a period of time, I worked on that and I grow to love it. Not every day though. Some days I do not love going to the gym. Some days I do not love go running. I don't. But I love being peaceful. I love knowledge. I can soak up a whole bunch of books that and that's how I discovered what I wanted to do with my life. I think I said two things I love, three. traveling, knowledge, and fitness. Those three combined together creates peace for me. So if you're looking to create peace in your life, look for those three things, or two, maybe more, but no more than three or two, and start doing them and see what your life looks like and see how you feel. That's how you discover what you are put here to do. You don't need to worry about money. But remember, I stumbled upon this. This didn't just some magic button turned on and it jumps out. No. This was something that happens over a period of time. After do the work. This is why you must develop these three principles: commitment, discipline, consistency, plus action. Okay? You must implement those in your life. And then you're going to use that to discover who you want it to be in the future. Look at the things that you love. Well, look at the things that you have potential to do. You know, what's that guy? The swimmer guy. Holy cow. But his body type was a certain way. So that's why he was so good at swimming. Phelps, Michael Phelps, I think that's his name. His body type. So look at your body type. My body type tells me that fitness would be something that I enjoy. And I listen to that voice and I follow that. Okay? So sometimes you just have to look around. Usain Bolt. Look at those long legs. That is a body type for running. And he freaking go in there and he destroyed it. Okay? You gotta follow. Sometimes, listen. Maybe, you like to give lectures, you like to talk. And when you sit down, you can't help but to lecture your goddamn families. You like to lecture them and tell them, and you are annoying. Don't get it twisted. You are annoying, but you love it. You are passionate about it, right? And take a look at that. And this and look at what you love. Maybe you like lecturing and you like the forest. Go give lectures about the forest. Go in there, go out there, explore the forest, and go give lectures about the forest. Right? So there are some things that just jumps out at you, and you know this is what you should be doing. But you are at that stupid job still, right? Maybe, you like to cook. Maybe you want to cook for your wife and your kids. You just like cooking. Don't rule it out. If you like cooking for your wife and your kids, then you like cooking for families. That is where your passion is. So you need to go talk to your neighbors and tell them that you will come over and cook for them, because you want to cook for families. Things like those. You got to take a look at them. So, like I said, the three things that I enjoy: fitness, knowledge, and traveling. Now I want to travel and teach people how to stay in shape and be at peace. I always see myself as a teacher, and I'm saying, what am I going to teach? I want to teach people how to stay fit, how to stay in shape, and how to stay peaceful. All right, then, folks. Luis, happy 2026, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, folks. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon. A brand new video. Happy New Year's to y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Appreciate each and every one of you. And we are moving into 2026 in this New Year's year. And we are going to have a blast. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. And I will catch you all soon. Yeah, you need to be in Colorado. Colorado is a nice state, man. All right, Luis. Happy New Year, brother. Appreciate you, man. Take care. Like and subscribe, folks. Comment down below. I will talk to y'all in the new year. Take care. Bye bye.